It's a little thing, isn't it? Hello and welcome to the Cowboy4Ggame Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. I'm your host Jake. Today I'm joined by Ben from NolanTCG.
Hello.
And Bragg from Braggio.
Hello.
How was our week in Yu-Gi-Oh? Ben?
I didn't play locals on Tuesday.
You didn't?
Because it was a public holiday and I chose to go to Sydney.
Yep. Having a social life and shit.
And then today was Sneak Peek and I came second.
You did. You did.
I pulled garbage.
We all did.
But I came second. This because the set's trash.
Yeah, the set's not great for pre-con, to be honest.
The set's not great. End of sentence.
No. The set's fine. It's not our greatest set that we've had. It's definitely not the greatest set that we'll have this year, because it's being bookended by two really good sets. But, I mean, you're building a deck from the set, so it can't be all that bad.
Realistically, I'm building a set from an old set. They've just given consistency.
But, did it have an OTK before? I mean, FTK?
No.
No. So you're building it because of the new stuff.
But you're FTKing because of old stuff. The new stuff's just consistency.
When are you? They stopped releasing new stuff to do FTKs. They don't do that too much anymore. They just do little burn damage so you can win your time.
Those were the days.
No, they weren't. Bragg.
They'll keep making them.
Leonardo won, by the way.
Yes, he
Because he pulled the
actually,
entire Morelia call. Cool.
Well, that's not entirely true. He may have won the sneak peek, but I think in terms of who won the day, that title has to go to Tom.
Yeah, Tom pulled a classic Tom move and showed up, didn't enter the sneak peek, talked mad shit, and then once we were all playing the sneak peek was like, I'm bored, I'm gonna buy a box, and pulled the Visa Starlight.
Worth about 700 US, 700 Australian dollars.
Yeah,
currently.
it's a very Tom move. He did the DD Crow.
Mm-hmm.
He had there was one between now and then as well. He's had a few. I swear it's every set, but it's definitely not. Oh,
It feels like it.
yeah. I was building Pearly here, as I've been all week, to be honest. It shouldn't take that long to build Pearly, but here I am.
I mean, it's got 5 main deck monsters, other than hand traps.
That's an exaggeration. It's 2.
Well, you're playing the new one as well.
2 different monsters.
Yeah, 2 different, but 5 total.
And thank you to the Jaco for supplying them, because I wasn't able to make it up. Well, I was able to make it up.
Yes, I tried very hard to source those commons that nobody else wanted.
Which is wild, because the deck's pretty alright.
So I pulled 2 of the monster in my sneak peek packs.
Yeah.
I played them because you can normal summon it and search the other one.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yep.
That's,
Deck thinning.
Search the 100 attack monsters.
it's
set
the
it on
new
the next turn.
Stratos.
Mm-hmm.
Without being level 4, or hero, or spell and trap removal, or good. Oh, no, it's good. It's alright in that deck. Yes, I'm pretty keen. I mean, it won't be legal for next locals, so I won't be next locals. But after that, I think I'm in for this format.
Good.
So yeah, I bought 2 boxes today. Didn't pull anything of what I wanted. Did pull some of the more expensive stuff, but yeah, I'll need to sort of work on trading that away to get the stuff that I actually want. And yeah, Tuesday. How did I do Tuesday? I think I went X1 Tuesday. I don't know. There really wasn't much going on Tuesday.
Did you end up here on Tuesday?
Yeah, did anyone actually go and
No. I don't think so.
I think we had a locals, but it was small.
Oh.
I think it was like a 4-person local.
I remember seeing on one person put in the chat going, wait, is anyone coming? Because I'm here and there's no one. Okay, so
Yeah,
at least
we did have a small number of local people turn up. Yeah, and I do remember I did make it into the final. Because we didn't have life points demonstrated, I sort of threw game 1. I got Josh down to 500
That's
life points.
a classic Jake move. You just refuse to calculate life. Ever.
Yeah, I kind of forget.
If no one else gets life points out, you'll just be like, I'm doing this, I do 1,000, I do this, I do 1,000, I do this. Cosmic Cyclone? Yeah. And then you get to the end of the game, you're like, well, you see, I've already taken 8,000 damage because I forgot about that Cosmic Cyclone.
I activate 8 Cosmic Cyclones.
These points never get brought up outside of a podcast, by the way, so he just saves them up for an hour each week and then decides to give me shit.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to start thinking of defenses for any possible argument against you.
But he brings up bullshit arguments.
Think of the bullshit arguments too. Get ready to scrap. Yeah, scraps.
You just need to have some more self-awareness, Jake. If you're more self-aware, you know the jabs I'm going to take on the podcast.
How about you just don't be a shithead?
Okay.
There's food for thought. Anyway, so moving on to some news. First, we start with Master Duel, as per usual. So we are just about at the end of the Attribute 4 Festival. Have we each got our Maori cannon dudes?
Yes.
That's about as far as I wanted to go
Is it
into
called the
it.
Maori cannon?
It's Maori something. I'm going to search it now.
I thought you were explicitly saying Maori.
I can't say.
I don't even know how to spell it. Is it M-A-O?
There's a dash. Or there's a whatever this is.
Anyway, but that's the mate. I did get him, and then I pretty much stopped playing from there. But we do have some news about the upcoming stuff.
Oh, you know what, Jake? Guess what? When I woke up this morning, I was like, I'm gonna just like randomly open some packs in Master Duel, and then realized that we're about to get a new set. So I was like,
This
I'll
is a
wait
bad
for the
idea.
podcast, and Jake's gonna tell me what's in the new set.
Yes, he is. It's not cash. It is a bunch of stuff that really doesn't apply to anything that's been announced so far.
Oh, the pendulum get the
Man, that's a
the
letdown.
dragon, the Zephyrus,
Excuse me?
the link dragon.
Yeah, we do get Zealantis. At this stage, it doesn't look like
Zephyrus.
they've announced any of the Dragon Slayer Pendulum support cards. It looks like we're getting the Blackwing stuff. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's not a Blackwing card. Never mind.
That's a Blackman card.
No, it's not. It looks like a Blackwing card, but it's not.
That's a made up name. That's a Blackman card.
Shut up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Spellbound.
Yeah, we get Spellbound, which is nice. I mean, they've nerfed Flunder to absolutely deadly. Yeah, I might. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Oh, wait, no, that doesn't do what I thought it does. For a second, because it mentioned racing, I thought it was a fucking
So we
Gold
got
Pride
Gold
card.
Pride already? Yeah, imagine.
Oh, God. Yeah, nothing of what has been leaked from this set so far gives away a lot. We do seem to get the card that you're chasing in real life.
Axel.
So if
Synchro
you can't have it in
Stars
real
Dragon.
life, you can have it on here.
What if I
It'll
can
be
trade
the
someone a
same.
real life copy for a fake one?
Maybe.
You're supposed to tell me that's bullshit, Jake, and we're gonna go down an NFT talk.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't looked into it because obviously I have no interest, but I wonder how easy it or otherwise it would be to sell your Master Duel account.
Good point.
Because you can sell Pogo accounts.
I think though your Master account's linked to your Cozy ID.
Yeah.
Only if you do so. Mine's not linked to it, my Cozy ID.
Mine is because then I could access it from all
Ah,
the
so you've
consoles
cut
and-
yourself from the market, Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I can play it on PC and my phone.
Oh, speaking of phone, did you see what you got tagged in?
I did read that.
Have you fixed it?
I forgot to do it.
Ah, see, Ben's going to be competitive in.
What is it?
You can.
You have to go
there's
into
a
the
setting-
actual settings to be able to change your toggle on off thing.
Yeah, so it has a preset of like only auto, alphabetical order chain. But if you go into the settings prior to you actually entering a duel, you
Yeah.
can change it.
But you don't have the quick option.
You
which
don't
is-
have the quick options, despite the fact that it's right there on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, not there. Going a bit further down, there is one little bit of support that's interesting. We get the new Fur High cards in the next set.
Why?
What do you mean, why? The cards are great.
Runic Furhire.
Yeah, Runic Fur High is very much a deck.
Yeah, but why? I don't want to play. Yeah, look, Runic, Bandit, Master Duel.
Honestly,
Too much time.
Since they made the hits to Runic in Master Duel, you see far less of it. And also the arrival of Tier Element, you see a lot less of it.
I considered scrapping it this morning. I was like, should I? Nah. What's the worst can happen? It becomes more valuable when they limit more of them.
But also upcoming, we have the next solo mode. And it's an interesting one. I didn't see it coming. Subterra.
Hey.
I see what you did there. You didn't see it coming. It's because it's set face down.
I hide my cards under the water. Except in this case, they're
I'll have
under
to-
the ground.
I'll have to go back to my notes from my decks in 5 minutes.
This must be a card from, like, a much more recent set, or it's a very terrible Subterra, because I've never seen this card before in my life.
That's a terrible Subterra. That's why.
Sub-terrible.
Okay, that makes sense.
It is Subterrible.
Suboptimal.
Bragg made the joke first and you just no-sold him.
Yeah, I did do that.
That was a big cheer for the Bulldogs.
And it looks like in that solo mode we get the new Subterra card that isn't a Subterra card. Terrors in the Hidden City. Why they didn't make this searchable within the archetype, I don't know.
It's already bad.
It's not a terrible card. It'd just be nice if they could search it.
I see what you did there.
Not everything that I've said in relation to Subterra is a pun. Okay? Okay.
Unless...
I didn't know.
Unless...
Oh, we did get the water extender level 4 as well, the little fishy dude.
Yeah.
He was a TCG exclusive from what I remember, isn't he?
See.
Yeah.
So Spellbound.
Yes, true. Very true.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
Spellbound. If only you could activate it from hand.
Yeah,
Still a good card.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it has its place. Yeah, so that's pretty much all that's going on Master Duel, although we are a little over 2 weeks away from the start of WCQ qualifiers, so it'll be interesting to see how that all plays out. Moving on to the physical card game, not a lot of news going on this week because we obviously had a big ass dump from last week. We do know all 5 Starlights now from the current set. We've got Guiding Quem, Despian Lulu Lilith, the new Firewall Link 6, the Link 3 Gold Pride, and Visa Starfrost, which was already announced.
We're coming back to this, by the way. A few missed opportunities on the Starlights.
Look, some
they
people aren't happy
suck.
with them.
Yeah, they're just... did they even think about this set? I don't know. It just...
There were definitely better choices they could have made for some of them. Like, I don't think that Gold Pride really needed another Starlight. And even then, I don't think the rank 3 was the one to choose.
In the scope of Yu-Gi-Oh! History, no one's going to remember this set.
I'm going to remember it for the Pearlies.
The Commons.
I guess we don't remember...
I think you're going to remember it as Pearlies. This will be the third set you think of when you think of Pearlies.
Yeah.
I don't know. As much as you don't care about it that much, I feel like it does make a big impact to Branded because they now have a lot more they can do off-turn that doesn't involve fusion summoning.
You know what made a really big impact for Branded and still hasn't been touched? The Branded structure deck.
Yes.
You know what also made a better impact for Branded? The set that I've already forgotten about that had Lubra in it.
Oh, when we get to predictions...
Again, this is at best the third best set for Branded. Thus, forgettable.
What was Roxy's in?
Now, Roxy's was a special edition promo in, I keep wanting to say in
Yeah. No, but then it was a comment in the set after, but we never talk about that. We just...
Yes.
we never talk about prank kids anyway. Well, we
Yeah.
do.
We
But-
used to a lot.
Till they
Yeah.
got hit and then we stopped.
And it's just
Yes.
one of those ones where, oh, and a random set has the 2 extra cards. Oh,
Yeah.
and that's what this set seems to have. It just has a couple extras. There's no... I mean, the archetype that starts in this is shit, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, it's the Firewall stuff. That's the big highlight of
That's
it.
continuous. That's continuing. Isn't there a new archetype in this that I hated?
The best card in this set is this super rare.
Oh,
Yeah.
Manadium
Manadium.
is the new one, the Visas Synchro stuff.
And it sucks.
It doesn't suck.
Look,
That deck
It's a worse
will
than Scarecrow.
entirely live in YouTube combo videos.
is it worse than Scarecrow?
Yeah.
God, I hope a new set comes out relatively soon. So
Wait,
we
there's
can stop
Liberancers in
dumping
this?
on this. You get the continuous Ultra that the OTG gave them.
June, Jake. In June, we get dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Oh god, I don't know what's worse. You talking this one down to a point of like ridiculousness, or you just continually talking about fucking dinosaurs?
I'm gonna get
I-
a solid month and no like of Yu-Gi-Oh, and then I'm out. As soon as those dinosaurs are here, I'm out.
I could very realistically play that dinosaur deck at Oshi's.
Christ. This is not going to be
So
enjoyable.
anyways,
I'm sure there's a billion other options to Starlight though. Surely.
Well, yeah, you've got Chaos Angel. That would have been a better one, although it's only a one of.
you know what's also only a one of? The branded one that they printed.
Yeah, that's an Ultra. And it's an ugly card art, so I'd actually prefer it not to be.
You know what's also a one of? The other branded card they made a Starlight. The Vistial.
You mean the
Angel
Dogmatica?
Panda. What is this card?
No, I thought they printed the Vistial Synchro as a...
Yeah, what are you saying branded for, though?
I thought it was a
branded card?
Vistial.
The first time.
They're all the same fucking thing. Literally. They're all the same thing.
Surely Pendulum Pendant could have said banish 3 face-up Pendulum.
No, 5. All
Yeah,
of
but
them.
no, but surely it could have said 3.
It could have, but it doesn't. So that's fine. Banish all of them.
Oh my god.
I don't know how in this day and age you're getting 5 face-up Pendulum monsters in your extra deck without, like, negging hard.
No.
Card destruction.
They don't.
That's
not how that works,
God.
Ben.
Then why does Macrocosmos stop them?
Because Yu-Gi-Oh, Ben. Welcome to the game.
Here we are.
Where the rules are made up.
Here we
and
are.
The life points don't matter.
Oh.
Until you're dead.
Double hooking should have been Starline.
Double hooking should have been at least a foil.
Yeah,
It would have been nice if it
super.
was a super.
Yeah.
That's alright, I'll get an OTS super eventually, I'm sure.
Yes.
May not be in this decade, but
No. It'll be in the next one. You know what they're doing lately? Literally printing cards with foil upgrades a week after their release.
Yeah, but this is the thing, Ben. It's actually quite smart because they realise that although they promise an OTS to be available at a certain date, they actually have no intention of giving it to you until a month and a half later.
We also see, then they just give you the last one again by accident.
Yeah, that's always fun. Anyway,
Australia.
so we are approaching May and therefore approaching.
This card's cooked. I love it. And the art is amazing. And the name. How did I get here?
Yeah, we talked about that last week. It's quite funny. I would have preferred if it didn't activate the field spell. If it just let you add the field spell, then you could have a lot more options for good field spells.
This is stop you from just being able to go field spell into field spell into field spell.
I mean, you still have to wait for your monster to be destroyed. Like, it's not completely free.
But you can just do it by battle, so you can just run over.
Don't you like how that also says place in your field zone, thus implying you don't get the effect on activation, as opposed to Metaverse where it says activate?
Well, the thing is, most field spells that have a search function are when.
I don't care. They got activated.
Anyway, so, as I was about to say before, we are in May, and therefore within the possible 3-month range of a potential ban list. So what are we thinking is potentially going to happen with this ban list? What do you feel needs to be addressed? What do you feel can come back?
We're going to do the Ben thing first, where I say it, and then you guys copy me.
No, I already have it in my
Oh
head.
shit!
Go, Jake.
No, hold on, you weren't first last time.
I told
I'm always
you.
first.
Actually,
Because I get impatient. You guys start talking, and then I'm like, this.
see, but we can actually go back, and you actually
Yeah,
weren't
no,
first.
fuck that.
No,
Fuck that.
you see, remember,
Fuck that.
last time I went first,
You didn't.
and then Bragg went second,
You absolutely didn't.
and then Jake's didn't get to be on the podcast because the podcast stopped halfway through when he was talking.
Then how can I copy you if it didn't happen?
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't remember him doing it.
Jake went back to his home planet. That's how that podcast ends.
Yet another one of the C4G members that doesn't often watch the podcast.
It's the end of the podcast. Which was halfway through Jake's discussion. I'm fairly sure he says like 3 words and it's like end.
I don't remember last week's podcast.
This is
I was in the room.
3 months ago.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, so that Ben can't get on his bullshit rant when we do the Banlist podcast and say we all copied him, what I feel would happen with this most recent podcast, I feel as if they might tap Kashtira. So in what way they do that, I'm not 100% sure. I feel like...
Just based on the most recent podcast. Just based on the most recent podcast.
Oh, did I say podcast?
You certainly did.
I didn't mean to say that at all. Based on the recent meta, is what I should say. I feel like Kashtira could probably take a tap. I'm not sure in which way they would address it. I feel like of either Unicorn or Birth, one of those two needs to be addressed. I feel like Birth's probably the worst card because it helps them rebuild the board a lot easier. But Unicorn also gets them to that. So possibly Unicorn to 1, possibly Birth to 1. Either way, same thing. But of that deck, I think the bigger problem is probably Diabolsis. Just being able to look at your opponent's extra deck and take out any potential issues before the game's even started, and then just milling out the deck in between that. Like, no one's really even playing the zone lock until you get to like regionals and stuff like that, and then it seems that everyone wants to play that version.
Yeah. Except for the fact that I'm just playing that version. Yeah, I'm a good person.
Ben,
What?
what was it you were doing 10 minutes ago? Was it putting together an FTK?
Well, you see, the 6 Samurai FTK pieces are on top and not in the deck.
But that's where they're going, isn't it?
Depends.
Are they going to do any? Are they going to touch any of the samurai stuff?
I don't think they'll address it super early. I think they'll let it play
I
out.
see what you did there.
Oh, shut up. Not everything is a pun.
What if they go a little heavy?
If you keep eating cheese and cabanossi in this fucking 40-minute podcast, you're going to
So
end up a
here
bit
we
heavy.
So this is what I want to bring up. He goes with the side-by-side stack, which makes sense. Those cheese squares are pretty big. You can't get a good
Well, yeah,
tower
that's the thing, is the cheese is the wrong shape.
which is a shame because I just like buying the
It's
cubes.
fine. It's cube cheese.
So, and
bigger.
so you
From
and
bigger.
you eat from that side, so it's the same.
Yes.
Hmm.
So you encounter all 3 tastes at the same time.
Yeah.
What do your taste buds work like a conveyor belt? Like things just shovel back?
Yeah.
Is that...
Yeah, because if he was to eat that cabanossi first, the cheese isn't there to smooth it out.
Yeah.
It is, because
So you go-
you're meant to chew
Well,
the
you
fruit.
can't eat the whole fucking. What? Yeah, but that's just not
fat
comfortable.
bitch.
Because then it goes to the sides. It's not good. Well, what you just did then. So surely the way you were eating it before was better, right? Than what you just did then.
Please feel free to comment in the general chat as to how you would
That's how I
ideally
think every
eat
single one.
a cheese and cabanossi platter. But yeah, so that's where I am with tier. I don't think Super Heavy will copy hit at the moment, just because it'll diversify the meta a little bit. Branded.
Just ban soul armor if you're going to do that.
True.
Literally just ban soul armor and the FTK doesn't work.
Yeah. Well, it's not even just the FTK. Like, if the boards are just super obnoxious, they might decide to address that as well.
It's very easy to hit with hand traps.
True, and they don't really have a response for hand traps because they can't run spell and trap other than prohibition. And even then, they have to call exactly the right hand trap.
You call on Nibiru. Or you can just do the anti-nib combo. The 2-card combo makes Baron 7-5.
I'm assuming you'd lose a bit in the meantime, though.
Oh.
Yeah, branded. A lot of people are calling for expulsion to get hit, but having read the new fusion again, it is just compulsion or expulsion rather on legs. So there's really no point. If they're going to hit anything, maybe hit the gimmick puppet, maybe semi-limit branded fusion if
Yeah,
you felt like it. But also, like, literally the second the tier got hit because branded was then coming back into the fray, every deck started putting in Ash Blossom again, primarily as an address to branded.
Yeah, but now you have your Ash for other things.
Part of the issue you run into as well is if you don't ban expulsion, you also just leave it wide open for them to just send a different light or dark target that floodgates your opponent.
Yeah, there's a few different targets as well. Like, you can hit Puppet, but then, like, you've got Rise Disciple, which is not as good. You've got Era, the magical creature, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of different things that achieve the same result, just maybe not as obnoxiously.
Yeah, and that's part of the issue is like, I think you probably just hit expulsion and fucking say make the new fusion then. Sure, at least it wasn't super free.
Like,
It's
yeah.
free, but it requires you to go a different line with your plays.
Yeah, and like it's not as like a bigger plus as other plays because that new fusion does nothing. Like that's literally all it can do is expulsion effect. The issue you run into is that if you do it in a way that you're interacting with Lost, like if you summon it off turn, then your opponent can't respond at all. Whereas at least with expulsion, they had the chance to respond with Call of the Haunted, Bell, all that kind of nonsense.
Yeah. Can you use the gimmick puppet as a material to make this monster?
Yes. Oh, not that particular monster. I think it needs a light monster
So
specifically.
you just fucking crow it earlier, or you remove it earlier.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the main combo line of it is you ideally get it banished. So like when you're making
Okay.
Albion
Yeah.
and going into Lebellion, you'll banish the gimmick puppet
Yeah.
so that the material is already out.
Okay. Continue. What's
Anyway.
going on? What? Any more bans?
I can't think of anything else that really needs to be addressed right now. Like those are your main contenders. Like the other big decks in the format, they're a little bit inconsistent. They're obnoxious. Like you've got Labyrinth, you've got Traptrix. What else is in the meta right now? I can't even think. Those are the main ones, right? You've got Naturia and Runic. I can't see them doing anything to Runic right now. I want them to. The deck's really annoying, but I can't see them doing anything.
Field Spelder too.
Maybe Field Spelder too.
Oh, they don't like 2/2 in
Most decks
TCG,
still
do
run
they?
2 anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, most decks just run 2. It went to 2 in the OCG and it's like, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Maybe to 1 then.
Yeah. I want them to do something to that deck, but I just can't see them doing it. In terms of stuff coming off, I can see Redox. Wait, is it Redox I'm thinking of? The fire one?
Blaster is the
Blaster,
fire one.
that's
Yeah,
what I'm
Blaster's the
thinking
one
of,
that can
so
come
Blaster.
back. Redox is the only one that's dodgy. I told.
Who dat?
It's gonna be Jesse.
Jesse?
Yeah, and I told him just walk up the stairs.
Hello? Hey, the elevator is broken, so the stairs broken. Didn't have to ring.
Yeah. Kills me.
Jesus.
It's Jesse!
Yeah, I can see Blaster coming in because it seems they're pivoting back to like a bunch of fire support with the upcoming Volcanics, the Salad, the Battling Boxes, and like you've got the Heater Searcher for fires as well. The OCG also had a comeback recently, I think, as well as Master Duel. So I feel like they've now decided that this Dragon Ruler alongside Tempest
yeah.
aren't problems anymore. Although Blaster was the one that can destroy stuff, right?
Yeah, who cares? Everything can destroy stuff. Actually, Redox probably can come back too. Like heaps of stuff reborns.
They
It's
can all
like,
go to 1.
Title's weird, isn't
They
it?
can all go to 1.
I don't know.
It's fine.
Title's dodgy, I'm pretty sure, from what I remember. But yeah, all to 1. Let me play. I won't play Dragon Balls.
I might. I mean, there's like if you think about the amount of Dragon support that's come out since Dragon Rulers, you could make it just super obnoxious.
Yes.
Yeah, so many dragons, and
It's fine. It's fine. Just ban the babies again. Just do the switch.
Aren't the babies still banned anyway?
No, the babies are at 3.
Oh, okay.
They did the switch.
Oh, okay. But they did hit the babies at one point, right?
yeah, the babies will be hit first.
Oh, so they're like, you can't search it. Like, haha, we're playing 3 of anything.
Yeah, it was 3 of all of them, and then they limited them, and then they still went on, and then they banned them. All of them at 1 was pretty good, to be honest. Like, that was still, like, really fun. I miss it. Well,
You're very undecided about Dragon Rulers.
Yeah.
I'll play them. Oh, no, I won't. Other stuff that can potentially come back, or other thing that can potentially come back to 1. Orcus Hub Horror. Just let it go. Let me have it.
I was looking at it. It's
It
around here
doesn't
somewhere.
like if you look at the amount of other nonsense we have in this format, and the fact that tier is like all but dead. Bring back my boy. Not in rare.
If
It's
you eat it,
disgusting in rare.
Jerome will bring it off the ban list.
You reckon the super... I was never too impressed by the supers, but it also, the red does look wrong.
Yeah, it's not nice. Like, particularly when the artwork focuses on like light coming through windows. When it's common, just doesn't.
Wait, I'm sure the super of Harb botches the light coming through. It's all heaps dark in the background. It just makes it pop, yeah?
I'm
We'll
also
find
okay
out.
with this. But anyway, yeah. Like, you look at the absurdity of the meta right now, I don't think someone summoning a Dark Machine monster from the deck that effectively locks them into doing Link stuff to get anywhere is really going to hurt anybody. Just let me have it.
Yes.
And potentially Change of Heart could come to 2.
Yeah, I was thinking Change of Heart, but they like to keep those power spells at... There goes Jesse. Do you have Banlist predictions?
Kill Catch Tira.
Man's
you
come
have
up
a
out
decent
6
matchup
stories
against
upstairs.
Yeah, but I don't have my proper Cyber Dragon cards yet.
Take off those shoes on the White Lounge.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Change of Heart. I mean, Change of Heart definitely could go to 2, but like with heaps of other stuff, is it just leave it at 1? Sure.
You could leave it at 1, but like, I don't know. I could see them bringing it to 2.
I would like to. I'm thinking of sliding in Pearly and just go, you give me that. And now I use it for my nefarious
And it can
things.
attack.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, that's really all I could see changing with current things, and I feel like they would address it for the most part. I can't see them doing a big ban list leading up to Worlds,
That's the
maybe
reporting.
post Worlds.
Bring back Verte.
Never.
Is that still recorded, Jesse?
Yeah.
Cool.
Verte could come
Answered
back.
that question already.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he answered you guys.
No. I don't
Bring
think
back
they do.
Verte, but only machine monsters.
Oh yeah, for Predator Plant. Predator Plant loves searching and fucking fusing machines.
It's a cybernetic Verte anaconda.
Only let it summon dark fusions, I'll wait.
Oh, daddy.
Anyway,
Greg, your predictions.
Metamorphosis 1.
it's not gonna happen, bro.
Nah.
We've discussed this before.
Yeah.
It's perfectly fine.
And my opinion hasn't changed on the subject.
Pottergate could probably go to 3. Not Pottergate, the other one. Potter's Desires could probably go 2 to 3. Is there any... I just can't make up my mind of... Is there any power spells left to come back
Giant Tune.
that can?
No.
Oh, they can? No, absolutely not. The issue with the big power spells now is you've got thrust, so you can search the big power ones. So anything that was
Literally.
like, oh, if you had it as a one-of, it'd be fine. No longer the case. You cannot have busted one-ofs anymore.
Virtual would have been like tier 0 if Giant Tuna came back.
Actually, that's pretty fucked. I'm not entirely sure if I'm sold on a Max C thing. I would also like Konami, like ever since this website changed, to let me scroll across.
Yes.
It's
It'll work.
it's so shit. The new
They'd be like,
website
it's
is so
mobile
bad.
friendly.
No.
Mobiles can go fuck themselves.
Does that happen to you as well? You can't see
Yeah.
the other side? Okay,
Yeah.
good, it's not just me.
No, it's been killing me. Orange Light could go to 3.
Yeah.
Please too.
Fossil Dig to 2 maybe.
I don't know if they'll pre-hit dinos. I feel like with the amount... Because we've effectively got 3 sets that have dino stuff in them. Or maybe 2.
Oh, yeah.
2 to 3 sets that have dino stuff coming out. I don't think that they want to nerf that pre-sales. They might do that afterward.
But what if you've got Dino DNA? Then you've got 3 sets to support.
And then
You got
it gets banned.
the first set, the second set, and your birth. Technically, conception.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say Pearly to 1.
Now?
Yeah,
The common that
Yeah.
just came out?
yeah,
Already?
yeah. As I was hinting at it before, I'm like, there has to be a reason they made both of the new ones commons.
They're
ready to lay the boot in.
Do they really need to pre-hit
Oh
Pearly?
no, they don't need to, but they will because they hate me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kind of... There's no other reverse courses I was keen on from last set, and... What do you think happens with Brilliant Fusion? That's just can't be sitting there for a while. I don't want it back.
I think it's going to sit there for a long time.
It's searchable now.
Yeah.
It is searchable, and if you could be fucked, it can get you to things in tier.
Because Brilliant Fusion, as I've said on previous Banlist podcasts, should just stay there forever. I never want to think about it again. But I also know that there's a little bit of a market for it.
I
Don't
think
get me wrong, I'd be super happy if it ever came back. I've been looking at 3 ultis that I had since, like, the month before it got hit. It's such a pretty ulti, too.
It's not that blue, is it?
for point of context, there's a stadium like just across the road here, and there's a game currently being played at the stadium. It's on the TV, so it's like clear blue skies there, not clear blue skies out our window. It's not right.
Yeah.
They
CGI,
turn
isn't
on
it?
RTX.
It's fake!
Ah, yes.
Football is fake!
Yeah, it's all fake.
All scripted. Yeah, besides Metamorphosis... No, there's nothing I want to come back.
Can't bring anything back with thrust.
Yeah.
No.
Any power spells.
Any of the
That's
power
so
spells,
fucking
All the
power
traps.
traps.
good. Yeah, legit. Card's so good.
I'm surprised we haven't played Trapdoor Shoot as a searchable target. Is it Trapdoor Shoot or Drop Off, the one that's still legal?
Drop off.
Drop
I
Off.
was going to say.
It's banned.
Wait, isn't drop off a counter trap?
Is it? No.
That's not.
Oh, it's drastic drop off. That's a counter, right?
Yeah.
That card would cause so many game losses. Opponent draws for turn, shuffles their hand, you chain drop off, they lose. You call judge.
Huh. Yeah.
Yep. Here we are.
Do it. Play drop off.
Yes. Shark, your opponent would drop off.
Yeah, well, look, they've kind of got the going through the list. It's kind of tight. Like everything, I'm like, oh yeah, that kind of makes sense.
I think I've decided what I'm playing at YCS next year.
Yeah.
I'm going to play Shark deck.
Oh.
Just 40 cards in the main deck that cause my opponent to get Judge called, and then nothing but Shark cards in the extra deck.
What a superb thing to announce on a podcast that at
No,
least
no.
200
I
people a
was
week
just
see.
about to
All
say.
all of these cards are cards that are perfectly fine for me to play, but if my opponent does not play Yu-Gi-Oh correctly, it will result in them getting game losses.
Surely, yeah.
It's the most obnoxious shit I've ever heard.
Aren't you calling for the judge call?
Yes.
But that's intent.
Yeah.
No, my opponent is the one who's not playing the game correctly. I'm simply playing cards that interact the way they're supposed to interact. My opponent is cheating.
Yeah, so here's the problem with that. Not so much the fact that, like, your thing is quote-unquote fair and legal. It's more the fact that you've told people already that you as a person are going to be going in... how do I put this? Actually, I'm not going to put it nicely.
To shut.
You're going in to be a cunt, and you're showing your face.
And
The second people see you, they'd be like, oh, it's this fuckhead.
that's fine, then I lose. I didn't say I was there to win.
That's like one of those.
I was going to say, you're missing the key part where I'm there to win.
It's like one of those blokes that knows the age of consent in every state.
Yeah.
Cyberjack could go to 3.
Yeah.
Can I give my predictions now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to copy us?
No. Expulsion ban, Diabolist ban, Unicorn to 1, Sprite Starter to 1, Fountain
Birth
to
to
1, Blaster to 1. I've forgotten one of the cards I wanted to put to 1. Limited, semi-limited, Ancient Fairy Dragon. 2-3, Pot of Desires, and Lyrilus Crystal Starling.
Yeah, I wasn't sure on the recital, so I just left it.
Yes.
I think it's fine at 2.
Can I add Birth to mine?
At 2 at 3, it's the same card.
No, because that's copying Ben.
I didn't say both.
You did
Yeah,
say
he
both.
said you.
Oh,
No,
did I
no, he said
you
you.
I said
asked-
Unicorn, didn't I?
You said both.
He said both.
Diabolist ban,
We have to
Unicorn
check
to
the tape.
1.
Yeah, I didn't hear him say
Birth-
both.
No.
I heard you say both.
Well, I said both at
Then-
the same time.
Starter, Fountain. What have I forgotten? What's the other good deck
Wait, Fountain
that I
to 1?
haven't hit here? Fountain to 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Skill Drain to 1.
I hope for that, but I just know they won't.
Skill Drain to 1.
Nah, fuck yes. Get out. No way. Why
Skill
would
Drain
they?
to 1.
Why would they?
Because
SCG did.
it's
They had
being
it for a lot
played
longer
in
than us.
quite a lot of decks at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Too many skills are coming out. They,
Gotta drain
why,
it.
why would you? Why would you make the skillless decks less
skills, I
powerful?
gotta drain it. Yeah, so that's my Banlist prediction.
Oh, no, he's out. Oh, wait. Is that one Jat left?
I still got a Jat left.
Ooh.
And I only have 2
God,
pieces of
your-
Cabanossi yet.
Your cheese Jat Cabanossi ratio is way off.
Yeah, it's because they give you a fuckload of cheese in the bag.
Yeah, but hopefully we get that list soon. Be interesting to see, but feel free to, again, jump in our Discord and let us know what you think will be happening with the ban list.
Yeah, I want to create an audience participant, which I didn't do last time because I forgot.
17th of May is where it's going to drop.
Oh, that's a big call. You don't think?
that
tomorrow?
is that is by an AI chat. Someone asked it.
Oh!
They said,
Yeah, they said
17th of May.
yeah. So keep your eyes peeled because if it does launch, Snapchat is secretly owned by Konami.
17th of May for a legal date of the 21st, 22nd.
It just said it'll release on the 17th of May.
No, I'd pay that. 17th of May for a 22nd legal date.
Yeah.
Where-
I'd 100% pay that.
Oh, I mean, it would know the announcement date, surely. How would it know? How would it know?
Well, it depends on how the question was phrased.
Because, I mean, it has access to, like, everything that's ever been typed, right?
Oh
In
wait, here
public
we go.
forum.
Here we go. When is the next Yu-Gi-Oh ban list due? Is when it was typed, and it says looks like due to be released on May 17th.
I'd 100% pay that. That timeline wise seems
It would
perfectly
be
accurate.
so fucking funny if it actually did. Like, fucking the Yu-Gi-Oh community will just go into meltdown because they think that AI can predict everything. I'm surprised I haven't seen anyone ask what will actually get hit and just see the absolute nonsense it'll talk.
That can be the audience participation.
Yeah, I'll get ChatGPT right on the chat.
Oh, that's not the right.
My head's with the fucking. My head's thinking of snacks.
It's thinking of snacks.
I'm out of jats.
I mean, I
All
don't
I've
know
got
if
is
we've
one
ever
piece of
been more
Captain Aussie
similar
and
in that
some
regard. My head is always thinking of snacks. Anyway, we move on to our Discord. If you weren't aware, link will be in what?
Do we want to talk about Tyler the Warrior first?
Oh
Sold
yeah,
for
true.
490,000?
Yeah,
Yes.
Investing at 311. USD.
It's lower than what I expected. I thought it'd be at around 1.2 mil.
I thought it would go for at least a quarter, but so it made that. I don't know. I mean, and it's also good pricing for what a one of basically one card goes for.
So,
Yeah.
That being said, what sells for more? This or the One Ring in Magic?
Yeah, that's awesome. One Ring will have to go for a mil now, then. Yeah.
The main reason I think One Ring would go for more is because you know that it's coming out and it's going to be in like near perfect condition, whereas
That's, the
Tyler.
thing. That's a complete gamble.
Yeah, it's in a pack.
It's just
Yeah,
in a
I
pack,
understand. I understand that. Like you pull it and it's like, oh my god, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But like, I understand that the Tyler card obviously had its whole story around it. But at the end of the day, it was a 7 graded card.
Who
Like,
cares about the grade? It's one.
Yeah, I don't think grade. This does raise a question of what matters in a one of one. If a card is a one of, does grading matter?
Surely not. Like you would rather it be good,
Yeah.
but it's a one of one. Who cares? Like, I mean, no one's going to come up with an 8 and go, yeah, sorry, I've got a grade 8, Tyler the Great Warrior, unless it Konami's dicks about it.
I could.
That other one's
honestly
going
see them
to
being a dick
turn
about it.
up, surely. What will they do it in? No, they can't. Or can they?
Imagine for the 25th anniversary they reprinted it.
Oh my god.
Battles of Legends, Tyler's Revenge.
I mean, well, they probably can't because of the art, yeah?
Kazuki Takahashi art.
Yeah.
Did
And-
Kazuki draw it?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Did he?
pretty sure.
Okay.
While stealing...
Yeah, just borrowing some ideas from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, it's Trunks and Booze Pants, isn't it?
Yeah, effectively.
I thought it was the lion guy from Digimon.
There's a bit of line in there.
Yeah. That's what I think of when I see it.
So he's not stolen from one company; he's stolen from 2.
DOS. It's not stealing
Both
if you
Bandai
stole from 2
properties.
people.
Yeah. Cosmo.
Welcome to Legal Corner with Ben Nolan.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Well, Wizard of Oz wasn't in copyright at that point, surely.
But Star
I mean,
Wars
you
was-
tell that you try and convince fucking Disney of that, whoever owns the IP now, of the new shit.
Surely Disney doesn't own that.
No,
Although they
no,
probably
no, yeah.
bought the company that used to own it.
Yeah, and then they made that weird movie with oh my god,
Mila Kunis.
And
oh she was in it, wasn't she? Yeah,
She wasn't.
I remember.
She was the only reason I even bothered to watch it.
It's not Jake. It's not Jake Gyllenhaal. It's James Franco. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was God. He sucked in that movie.
Mhm.
He
Man,
sucked
the whole
in
movie
all
sucked.
movies. Oh
Actually, it had.
yeah, it did.
Was it Jason Statham's wife that was in it as well? I can't remember what her name is. Anywho, but yeah,
It's one of the little munchkins.
no, she was the good witch that wasn't actually a good witch.
Oh yeah, that healed.
the Good Witch of the West?
I can't remember their
Or
fucking
the
names.
Wicked Witch of the Wharf?
The Wharf.
Wharf.
Yeah, it had the rhyme, so they call it the Wharf.
Yeah. So bad.
The Wharf remembers.
Shut the fuck up. You've spoken so much nonsense today. Holy fuck. The fucking Wharf. Oh my god. Anyway.
Read the questions.
I am. As you may be aware, we have a Discord link will be in the description below. Feel free to jump in, say hi, and ask us questions. Thank you to everyone who sort of adhered to my last minute call for questions because it was looking a bit sort of bleak, but we now have heaps of questions.
Bro, is the first question long?
A little bit.
And then Jake asked for more questions.
I did. Yeah, we didn't have much news to discuss.
Read a question.
First question is from Skylancers.
Has he commented before?
He has, yes.
Okay.
So his first question is, what are the things you enjoy most about Yu-Gi-Oh other than actually playing it, opening packs, going to locals, engaging in conversation, YouTube content, etc.?
Apart from those things?
Apart from playing.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. What do I enjoy? Do I enjoy traveling to events? Not really. I'd rather just the events be around the corner from my house, but I don't have a choice in that. technically I do have a choice in that, but anyway.
I like everything up until walking in the door at YCS. Like hanging with the mates, testing, like all that stuff is so fun.
Testing seems fun until you actually are doing it.
What?
And then only 2 people at the table are actually testing it. Everyone else is just talking shit.
That's what I like.
Yeah, the social aspect of the game is pretty appealing as long as you have a good group of people to do it with. Like, yeah, when you have serious testing things, it's quite good. Like, when you actually sit down and actually think tank a deck and be like, okay, what are the ratios on this going to look like and all that kind of thing. And even outside of that, if you're just sort of like semi-casually testing, like if there's a regionals coming up that you're not taking 100% seriously, but you sort of can get some practice in, you play a couple of duels and then, like, I don't know, you fucking do other nonsense, jump in the pool, go eat a nice lunch. I don't know. The travel up and back from regionals is usually decent as long as it's not a huge travel thing. Like, yeah.
See in Queensland.
Oh yeah, there's Queensland too, which I think most of us are going to.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see you all at Oshi's. If you see us, please come up and say hi.
I've decided my one thing. It's not about dueling. It's about the friends you make along the way.
Oh, fucking Christ. You've been letting me watch too much fucking 5Ds.
He hasn't pulled out that shit yet. My God, 5Ds is so bad for, like, that. It almost just reinforced that Yugi stereotype of every card is good. And, like...
Every card is good.
I'm gonna overcome
Even
the
though my
odds.
hand's being ripped to fucking shreds right now.
And, like, I hadn't remembered dialogue from this that I have heard some people use. And I'm like, oh God, so that's where they pulled it from. Because, yeah, there's just a few interesting characters in, like, the verse in this game. And, yeah, a bunch of them are UC fanboys, apparently.
Yeah, did we decide that 5Ds is the reason you have people at locals that are like, I don't have to explain my cards. You'll find out when I play it.
Yeah, we were watching a segment just before the podcast, and one of the characters legitimately said that. It's
It was
just
you
like,
said it.
yeah,
Literally you
the
said
main
it.
character.
Like, you'll find out what my card does when I play it. Even though I've just added it to my hand, you should be able to read it right now.
Another aspect of the game that I kind of like, and these boys know it too well, is that I like cracking packs.
And it's a problem.
Sometimes.
Jake has a problem. This is actually an intervention.
Yeah, and I like getting nice rarity cards as well. I've been decent with that lately, but we'll see how that pans out. Actually, I suppose it circles back. I did get a new style out this week. I got the Green Wignol for branded. Very nice. It actually looks so good. And now I have another 2 to get.
I see.
This boy likes to max. He likes to max. To the max.
Except for Albaz. I don't like the ultis. I might end up getting the ultis just to maintain the high rarity, but I actually don't like them.
Yeah.
Secret's nicer.
Yeah.
They are nicer.
He's around here somewhere too. For mine, I like Road to the King does it at the moment as well. Like we've mentioned them plenty on the show. Like reading their weekly updates, and like I just remembered it's Shriek. It used to be Shriek OCG.
That's what it used to be called?
Yeah, it used to became Yu-Gi Organization. Well, a couple of their admins. So yeah, following the OCG has been how I stand up with the game for most of the time. So just reading those reports, getting a lay of the land, reading interactions, combos, and stuff. Not actually doing it because I'm not there and I don't know, like, and I can't play Max C. So, but just keeping up with that's probably where it's just like once a week I'll commit about an hour of just, oh yeah, what's going on, and then I'm entertained. And I'm not doing hardcore drugs for an hour.
Again, a fantastic thing to say on a podcast where people know who you are.
No, I'm saying like that Yu-Gi-Oh stops me doing drugs.
Yeah, Bragg's not on crack because Yugi played Gaiba once.
Yeah. Well, no, because 2 random Japanese guys decided to bring some weird tech, and I'll be like, why? Why? How do they come to that conclusion?
Yeah. Man.
It's harder than cocaine.
Next question from Skylancers is, if you sat beside your podcast peers for the first time in locals, just judging off first impressions, no matter from which format, what deck do they look like they play?
Ultra athletes.
Is that hat?
I was about to say it's the backward hat. I'm in my jock look, clearly. I don't know. What would I get?
I was so
Like-
close to wearing a hat today as well because my hair's fucked.
Well, that's the thing. My hair
I
wasn't
don't
that
wear
bad,
hats.
but I was just looking on the ironing board as I was walking down the hallway to my bedroom, saw the hat sitting on it, and I was like, you know what? I'll rock the hat
Today's
today.
a backwards hat Jake day.
It is.
Well, it was meant to be backwards hat me day because I had to keep this shit down, but nah.
Yeah, it looks good out.
Anyway, when we're considering Ben, are we considering with or without the moustache? Because I feel like that's an important distinction.
I don't know. I see it all as
I
one.
never used to have the mustache.
It's grown on me. It's how
Who's
I know
going
it.
to try?
It's coming nice.
Bet to find out. Oh, let's go. Well, that's too loud for Bulldogs. He's going to
Yeah.
top it. For Ben, is he wearing a fire costume or not? When I sit next to him at locals.
I wonder what this fireman would play.
Yeah, I don't know for Ben. What do you...
I don't know, because usually when he goes to tourneys and things as well, he's usually pretty dripped out. So, like, I would feel like he'd be playing something high rarity. And in this
Yeah.
meta, it's pretty much like you have a very small selection of like high rarity decks that are within the meta. So it'd be one of those.
I could be playing Supreme Kings.
That's a good one.
And Libromancer.
No, I expect you to be playing Pearly.
Yeah, you look like a Pearly player.
I don't want to fuck him.
Didn't imply that. Didn't imply
Just,
that.
just before, I know what you're all thinking. He implies it in our chats all the time. If I look like a Pearly player, I am immediately going to say I am not going to fuck that cat.
I did not have sexual relations with that cat.
And yeah, Ultra Athletes for you. Yeah, that's a fair call.
I don't know what a single one of them does. I know they bounce back to hammer. That's about it. Next question comes to us from Ragai. Do you think there are any untapped deck themes or mechanics left to explore?
Well, tapping. Go to defense position, add draw a card.
Huh. Like someone outside's real mad.
Yeah, I guess he's a Mad Dragon supporter. Yeah, he's just seen that and
Yep.
just ran from the stadium yelling. Yeah, I mean, literally tapping cards for some benefit would be funny.
Yes.
I mean, Super Heavy kind of do that.
Ooh.
do they? I haven't read them yet.
Yes,
Ben. Some of them move themselves to defense mode in order to do a thing.
Yeah, we did a bulk dive before this to
I'll
get
believe
all
you.
those old. Oh my god, the fact that new challenges is old now is so fucked.
I found 30 copies of Soul Piercer. Just got a
He's
song.
rich. Go and pay for drinks with them.
All the Super Heavy Samurai cards I found in my bulk should pay for my entire trip to Oceanics.
I kind of knew as well. Actually, those Super Heavy Samurais did have so much text back then that I kind of did like, oh my, they're gonna do shit.
Yeah, the fact that no one's per turn.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, so like, this will never be relevant.
I
And
always
they
thought
decided to just break
Ludus
it.
was going to be really good. And then
It's not.
it's not. No.
Nope, nope, nope.
I always thought that would be the card. It's like, this is the broken card.
It's so.
I would like more done with. I think I alluded this to this before as well. Like more done with like graveyard in terms of like being able to synchro and exes and stuff like that. Maybe even face down banished. I feel like something could be done with the face down banished, but I feel like then we're crossing into territory that's like a little too far.
I desire synchro tour elements, and then go. Oh, I can synchro summon for my face down banish. Synchro. You could synchro from Pendulum. Your face up extra maybe.
I've always said my random game mechanic that I've thought would be the next one, Chaos Summoning, where it's like synchros except you banish. Yep. New card mechanic.
Cards that cards that are reversible as well. We're probably
No, we can't do that.
surely we're due for it in 20 years. Though.
Too many people are fucking idiots that don't use proper sleeves.
Yeah, the problem is it's discriminating against the casual market that don't sleeve. So
Extra deck monsters.
yeah, maybe. Yeah,
I don't want it, but it's something that they could approach eventually.
Remember they did release those cards in Master Duel, Rush Duel, that were like the 3-headed dragon, and it was like if you summoned all 3, they became 1 monster.
No.
Yeah.
Like from outside of the game, not from anywhere.
I'm not sure how that worked,
Yeah.
but it was like it was like a Gandora. Like, is that the Gadawa? The one with the 3-headed T-Rex? 3-headed Godzilla person?
Zork.
The move from the movie is
He does have
Godzilla.
3 heads.
They haven't done any combination
Is
cards.
it Gandor?
like Pokemon. That'd be cool to see.
Yeah.
I thought Gandora's the Yugi card.
No, there's
Gandora
a
is the
Godzilla
card.
bad guy that has 3 heads. What's it called?
No idea what you're talking about.
I thought you guys would know this.
You sound like a crazy person.
It's that. It's literally that as cards where you summon the 3 heads and then you make a new monster.
I think,
Guardian?
I feel like
Yeah.
That's actually, I think I've said this on the podcast when they were more recent, but I actually would like to tip the back of my hat, I guess, to the people in the TCG that came up with the Gate Guardian archetype. I think that they made it balanced enough that it was easy enough to access and not terrible. Like, it's not an amazing archetype, but at the same time, like, it's super low investment and it's fairly easy to understand. I kind of like it.
Okay. I get you, and I kind of like it too, but I haven't read it.
They're good. It just does ABC Buster Dragon type summon. You just get rid of them and boom.
Okay.
Anyway, next question is from Zinthonian. What do you think of your entry for this year's Eurovision promised by Voyager? Wouldn't have a fucking clue.
Oh,
Our Eurovision entry is good, but
Yeah.
not great. Just
Yeah.
good. And if they do well, I will support them by acknowledging their existence.
I reckon we should up the stakes of Eurovision. If we get top 3, we get led into the Euro.
No, we don't want to.
No, it's just access to the market. We don't want to be in the Euro.
No one wants to join the Axis powers. It's fine. Let's just leave this.
speak for yourself. No way. I used to really like Eurovision up until Australia joined. I haven't watched it since.
I went and saw one of the old Eurovision people in concert, like from another country. It was great. Got to meet the guys. It was wonderful.
the saxophone guy?
No. It was
love
like
that saxophone
it was
guy.
like an Icelandic throat singer and two other people. It was a yodeler.
Oh yeah, I remember that year. Yeah. That's
The
sick.
guy was like Pitbull. It was like every time you expect Pitbull to yell "Mr. Worldwide," he just started yodeling, and I was like, "Fuck, this guy's on point."
And actually worldwide.
Yep. It was great. I got to meet the band.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
I'm recording that
There we
too.
are.
That's not met anybody from Eurovision.
We sent fucking Malboy one year, didn't we?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was the first year.
Well, yeah, and we sent Guy Sebastian.
Why are we sending people for? we should be sending robots.
Why are we sending people?
We should be sending robots and cats. Cats in robots.
That'd be a great archetype. Cats and mechas.
Yes, mecha cats.
Surely it's already a thing, right?
Isn't that just Pearly?
There's no mechas for it. It's the
Mecha-
cat going to sleep.
The extra decks, the mechas. It's where X
Oh, I guess it's kind of in, like, those gems are embedded in them. You could have...
Mech-
Oh my god, they're so cool.
Mecha Pearly.
If they ever get to a point where, like, the fandom of Pearly and Sky Striker, they're both dying off, they just make fucking cat mechas and just combine the two.
Catgirl Ray! Catgirl Ray!
See what you've done, Ben?
That's right.
You led us down this road.
This is the darkest timeline.
The next question comes to us from Froguy. What is your personal most hated deck of all time? Doesn't even have to be good, just the deck you hated playing against the most.
Phantom Knights.
No. It took a second for me to think
Not
of
new,
one.
new Phantom Knights, fine. Don't give two fucks about new Phantom Knights. It's Trap Phantom Knight. Where you're playing...
Okay, fire.
No, not even PK Fire. Just literally just the traps. Just the traps and Phantom Knight monsters when it first came out.
Mine is probably the Sky Striker once it got onto Mystic Mine.
Oh, yeah.
That's also really shit. It's on like top 5 shit decks, but number 1 is that. What fuckers.
I'm kind of over my invoked hate now. It was pretty strong there for a while.
I don't know why you hated it. I'd swear you like
No,
never
no.
versed me with it either.
No, it wasn't because it wasn't just you. It was so many other like it was just all the time, non-stop, and they just had everything for Mechaba. And when I would play, I'm just like, great, I've got nothing to discard.
Man, didn't even get
Like
to Ghost
Cyber
Ogre.
Dragons, go watch the first place deck profile on NolanTCG.
That was fucking years ago, bro.
It's still worth a watch.
KFC car park profile.
KFC car park profile, let's go, baby.
What else did I mean, the Dark Warrior Link bullshit nightmare, like that drove me like it just
Oh,
wasn't.
like the Gumbler combo
Yeah,
nonsense.
it wasn't appealing to me whatsoever, and I just didn't interact with it. I just walked away. Like, and
I don't know how in that format I walked away with Winds playing Pendulum when they were ripping my hand apart. Don't know how.
I hated Necroz.
I miss Goki.
Yeah, so I didn't really like Goki either.
I like Goki.
They're cool looking.
Yeah.
Shit, though.
I like the mechanic of them all just floating. Let me bring some back.
I like not going neg.
Yes.
As
Yes.
opposed to fucking pearling.
Yeah, finding good discard engines so you don't completely neg when you're trying to summon a monster.
There's no way this deck doesn't tank. If I'm looking for cards that discard. I was watching that. Man can't pod.
Apparently now you're not.
Yeah.
Next question.
Next question is from Rye Guy. If you could keep one monster with you at all times, like Ash does with Pikachu, what would you pick?
Dark Magician Girl.
Oh god.
Not the worst though. She could
Nope.
she could assist with magic.
Oh yeah.
Magic.
Cook your meal with magic.
I think we alluded to this with a question similar either last week or the week before. Like if we could keep a monster as a pet.
Yeah.
Yeah, my answer would be the same. I'd keep Parrot Dragon.
Thousand Eyes is strict, so I could just suck off all my problems.
Does it have to go with you everywhere?
That choice of words specifically? Really?
You're the one taking it like that.
It's like Ash with Pikachu is the phrase, so I assume yes, it kind of has to be with you everywhere.
Damn.
But you can't have Parrot Dragon with you everywhere. We've been over
The
this.
fuck I can't!
It's too big.
Yeah, it's big enough that no one's gonna disagree with me if I try to bring a giant fucking bird dragon in the building.
Really?
Oh, sorry,
Wait.
do you have a problem with Stompy here?
You could deck Parrot Dragon easy. Look at you just. Oos, oos, oos.
Alright, Lachlan, calm down.
Yeah, I'll fight him. Dragon
Who
Parrot.
would, who would win, Bragg or a 10-foot dragon?
That's not 10 foot. It's only.
Parrot Dragon's only like 5 foot. It's not big.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just big by Parrot standards.
It's big by Jake standards.
Fuck you, mustachioed pedophile fuck.
Hey,
I mean, something that could fly you places so you wouldn't have to spend money on transport.
Like Parrot Dragon!
You can't fly on
Parrot
Parrot Dragon.
Dragon can't
Man,
fly.
You're putting a lot of restrictions on Parrot Dragon with no basis!
Man pulls up
No
his
basis.
Parrot Dragon. Just you flying up to work on Parrot Dragon.
Yeah, fuck the traffic, I'm on my parrot.
I'm trying to think of one that would make my life easier.
Surely you just pick the Rescue Ace boss monster.
Emergency
And
teleport.
you'd just be running around town going, woo woo woo! Psh!
Then you need Time Magician
that
so
would
you
be
don't
funny.
have to remember everything.
No. No.
Nah, I can't say Ash.
Ben, you're holding this up.
Look, I don't know. If I choose a Dragon Maid, do I get both forms?
No.
Oh. So
Which
it's like
okay?
you
Which
can
one,
have-
yeah? Which Dragon Maid would you need help with? I got Kitchen.
Yeah, you either go with like kitchen or house.
Chamber.
I knew the second he brought up Dragon Maze was a terrible line to go down.
You know what? Laundry Dragon Maid.
You don't need
If-
help with your
no,
laundry.
Yeah, but it's gotta have a use for fucking something.
Yeah, the rest are busy being useful in the deck.
Yeah.
No, master, I'm stuck in the washing machine.
No, Jesse!
No.
Stop!
I
We've got a
turned
top
into my-
loader.
I turned into my dragon form and got stuck.
Stop! Stop! Stop.
I like
Next-
that show though.
It was
Next-
funny.
It was a fun show.
Next,
Except Mr. Constantly was like, "There's action coming soon, guys." And we just watched the entire show. And we're like, wasn't.
I said the action is good, and it is.
No, that's the thing. So Seb was like, the action's good. So every time action happened and it was a letdown, we were like, oh, well, the next one's gonna be better.
Next question, again from Ryguy. If you had to pick one C4G member or associate to be the only person you could duel with for a year, who would it be? Not at all. Never. You would hate it. I would beat you twice and you're like, I'm never dueling again.
I love it. Because then I know that I just have to play against
Yeah, that's who you're for.
Yeah, if you choose Jake, you just have to play against one deck.
Yeah.
No, he'll change mid-year. Possibly.
So what? Laundry? Appliances? That's it.
Yeah.
Laundry.
What will you change to later this year? So we've got dinosaurs. Not touching that.
Nope.
Jake can't
There was
change your deck.
nothing in the August pack.
Go back to Aegis.
I could give it Nick's
Can you
Aegis
just play
again.
the new firewall?
Probably.
Up.
I mean, I played with Lachlan for pretty much a year, and I never want to again. No, Logie's an idiot.
Testing against our group is brutal.
Yeah. I mean, nah, I'm too stupid. Like, I'll just, yeah. Because I like, in testing, you need to swap around decks and stuff. And it's just, yeah, I'll mind blank and go, I've got to learn this without getting patient. No one chooses me.
I'm playing against Brad.
Yeah, I'd play against you.
We're a bit of,
Yeah. Bit of low res.
Low res for a year.
yeah. I feel like we have the same dueling ideas when it comes to playing Yu-Gi-Oh! So
Yeah, let's do it.
Not to play.
Let's do it, but not this year. Maybe next year.
Ben, whom would you choose?
I'd just choose to do solitaire by myself
lol.
for a year.
So-
A year of solitaire Yu-Gi-Oh!
Year of playing with himself.
Me just resolving FTKs against a brick wall.
Year of Master Duel.
How entertaining. Who'd I choose? I mean, he would hate it at this point, but I'd probably choose Lewis.
Oh, I mean, in Pokemon, like, oh, if Lewis is there, fuck yes, I can. He has all the decks that, like, we can play with. He doesn't suck.
It's not Josh yelling at you, telling you your minor deck choices are incorrect. Your one-off is wrong! What would you replace this with? A one-off! But I don't know.
Alright,
Yes,
what would
despite having the continuously wrong opinion, they are very strong from Josh.
What would you choose? You have to pay $200,000 to, I don't know, a nameless government, or
Where is
play
this going?
Josh for a year?
Oh god.
Can I do it in installments? It's fucking painful, bro.
But
It
every
is.
second week,
His deck profile on the channel. You can.
Third question from Ryguy. What are the decks you wanted to try but missed your chance? Like maybe they were only good for a format, but you didn't try it in time.
I didn't get to play enough Zoo.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because you were like dying.
Yeah, I died. Literally.
Is Jesus confirmed?
I mean,
Um,
I've missed. Yeah, I've built decks and missed formats, but haven't really felt bad about it.
like, I got to play Zoo a little. But I only probably got to play like 3, maybe 4 locals of Zoo.
That's so sad. Pendulum. Fucking Pepe. Yeah. That's the one I
really wanted to play that 60 card pile with like Hauk and adventure stuff. And
Ace based whatever.
Yeah, based. I
Yeah.
really wanted to play that, but it was just so expensive.
I played it for 2 locals.
Yeah, it looked fun, man.
This entire engine has 3 foils.
Cyber's Gadget best. Bring it back.
I didn't get to play DE as much as I wanted to when it was first released, just because it was a super small window of when it was viable. So I would have mind to have played it more when it was actually good. And then by the time it got its like War and Peace level epilogue of combos in the most recent sets, I was like, I'm not interested in reading any of this.
So hard.
Yeah. Next question. Zinthonian asks, cards are now like the lickable wallpaper from Willy Wonka. What does each card type taste like?
Fire hot!
Fire hot!
Fire indeed
So I'm
hot.
assuming it's Monster Spell Trap that he's talking about.
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
Traps taste like grape. Spells taste like grape. Monsters taste like...
Pooz.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you to say grape again.
No. I answered
I'm thinking.
Xyz would taste like black jelly beans.
yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
I don't like Xyz.
Yeah,
Would
aniseed.
Fusions like licorice?
Wait, isn't
I
it?
feel like fusions would be Hubba Bubba, like a fucking classic, baby.
Hubba Bubba's a bit brighter, isn't it? Fusions are a bit dark. Oh, like a deep grape. Like the
More
the
grape.
Fanta.
More
yeah,
grape. Yeah.
Black currant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
black currant.
yeah,
Yeah, I'd give it black
In
currant.
a
Fusion's black
squeezy
currant.
purple pack.
What have we associated them all?
Black velvet.
No. What have we associated them all?
Boiled chicken.
Cordials. Yes. If you didn't hear that, synchros taste like boiled chicken.
What's the other extra dark type? Blinks. What do blinks taste like?
Blueberries.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like they kind of taste like
Rituals?
no.
Out of date blueberries.
Would the red arrows taste? Would the arrows taste? Have their own little thing, like a little.
Well, I was gonna
raspberry
say
kick?
that like it's like when you
They're lime. Lemon? Lemon.
no, I'm not gonna say it.
He's not going to say it.
I don't know. I feel like that's pretty much covered it off.
Okay.
Half of them taste like blueberries, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Would you want
Um,
to lick a lightning storm? Be like
Uh,
a battery on the tongue.
Like sour. Yeah. Like, ugh.
Yeah, but it would kill you.
What's next, Jake?
Next question is also from Zinthonian. What kind of spin-off Yu-Gi-Oh game would you like to see made? Like the Ranger/Dungeon series or Conquest for Pokemon?
Colosseum.
I
Like
wouldn't
Pokemon.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Pokemon Colosseum?
Oh, so it's just you play the game and you have proper 3D sprites?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah. Yes.
I would like to see like an open world of the lore,
Of course it
except
would.
for some of them it would take forever.
I was gonna say Starfrost running around with a little bowl cut.
Who's the protagonist
In what?
of all of Yu-Gi-Oh?
The Pharaoh.
No. For like the cards, who is the protagonist?
Kariba.
Yeah.
Surely it's pot of greed.
Kariba the protagonist.
Now, pot of greed's like an artifact, surely. It's just a enchanted item.
Whatever that
Oh,
goblin guy
yeah,
is.
the goblin that has pot of greed.
The goblin
Yeah.
is the protagonist?
Yeah.
Or the emperor.
Or is he just the merchant?
Without the clothes.
Nani?
Yes.
Who? Ash. She's the protagonist.
I don't know, maybe like BD Warrior Lady.
Look at me.
Is Celtic Guardian the
Because she goes
protagonist?
through all like the different like portals and shit. So she's going through like the different like into different dimensions and shit and
She hasn't had a retraining a bit though, has she?
It's
you know what I mean?
Marauding Captain's the protagonist.
He's been in heaps.
Yeah.
Marauding Captain's the protagonist.
Marauding Captain summons Diddy Warrior Lady.
Yes.
And Gaga Giga.
Gaga Google? Giga? Gigas?
I want to find that YouTube
There's a few
channel. I reckon,
different
Gaga Google.
I reckon that YouTube channel that used to do the deadpan reading of all the laws gone because now I can't find them anymore.
Aw.
Yeah, Freed. Freed might be.
Free, potentially?
Nah, Freed's an idiot.
Or maybe even Sangan.
Burning and Patch.
Yeah.
Sangan has a long line of cards that he's in.
Yeah, Singin could be the protagonist. Comment in the Discord or below who you think the protagonist of Yu-Gi-Oh is.
Because Ben loves a lore story. Particularly if it doesn't actually involve any lore.
Who appears in the most amount of cards?
If
Is it
anyone's
Marauding
watching the
Cap-
new Pokemon series, hit me up in the Discord DMs. I want to bitch about them. And this is relevant to the discussion here at hand. It's so stupid.
Is Marauding Captain in Dimensional Barrier?
I think so. I think he's in the foreground. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
is it Utopia coming through?
No, it's Go Go Giga Gaga Gigo.
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah. Go Go Giga Gaga Gigo.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway.
Marauding Captain is the protagonist. I've decided.
No. So, if you've
Cowboy.
commented already, delete it.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
We don't want to see your bullshit opinions.
You're now wrong.
Oh, there we go.
I've decided.
Yeah.
Someone
I'm
flash
right.
the lights.
We're on TV.
Dude.
2 TV.
Cowboy.
That's the protagonist of ours.
Yeah.
Although I did get roasted because in the comment section someone made a graphic of like a Yu-Gi-Oh fighting game, and they had like the character selection screen,
That was Jacob.
and huh?
It was Jacob.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, it's super cool. But I got roasted because I didn't pick Cowboy. I picked Avram.
He's always look. If
Jake wasn't here for the naming of the channel.
if this podcast started, I'm sure you would have done some crusade. You fucking
It
It
would
wouldn't
have been
out by then.
Albaz for game.
Actually, looking at the ones that are here, Cowboy wouldn't even be my third.
If Jake wasn't on a character selection screen, you'd just see the top of his hat.
The Pharaoh, real. Where's Golden Lord? Is he there?
Right, you wouldn't see your head. The rest of your body would take up the frame.
Oh my lord.
So
That's
yeah, you're getting
savage.
aggressive.
He's gonna fight.
Have we met?
What time is it?
Like
Didn't
you've
he
got-
call him a bad person at the start of this episode?
Probably.
Comment down below.
Now, how?
Comment down below if Jake's a bad person.
We'll start a poll.
Can I start that? I'm 100% a bad person. Anyway, that concludes us for today. Thank you all very much for listening and watching. If you are watching us on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're listening to us, please favourite us on your streaming service. Jump into our Discord, interact with us in the 7 different ways we've asked you this week. And we'll look forward to chatting to you all again next week. Peace.